Okay. So you were asking, where am I at this moment in the world and what's been pinging me? Themes that have been coming up for me in my life is the willingness to sit at the table with people and have conversations, like to invite my enemies to the table. I mean, I don't think I have enemies, but I probably do. Maybe people don't like me. I don't know. Like, but and at the same time of that, like being willing to gather, when you talked about breath and the space of breath, that's been popping for me as well. And the other day I woke up and the thing that popped for me was just kindness matters, kindness matters, kindness matters, kindness matters so much. And so that, like, what can I be? What kindness can I choose for myself today? And what kindness can I be with you right here with me? And it just makes me, if there's wars on other sides of the world, or wars at the person who's sitting across from the table of you, or wherever you are, we're aware of the hurt in the world. And I know on a autonomic nervous system level, when we are in stress, we go into fight, flight, freeze. We go into resist and react. We go into, like, we feel we lack safety. And that, I think, is where this emergence of kindness matters, kindness, like breath and kindness, and breathe, like being the breath of kindness. I mean, maybe that's where we start, of how can these conversations we have together be the breath of kindness for my body, for my brain, for you, for the people who hear this, like, and what if the kindness and breathing the space of kindness, my breath molecules move through my body, and now they're in the space of this world, my breath molecules. And if I'm breathing in and out kindness, if I'm allowing that nurturance, spaciousness, kind medicine of me, with me, for me, and shared with you, that goes out in the molecules of the breath all around the world. That is a hopeful place for me. Then contracting into this, how come no one's talking to each other, and why are they not at a table and they're not eating? We just need to make a good food. And if they just came and ate food and listened, but no one's listening, even now I'm not breathing. I just said all of that without a breath. So that breath that you're speaking of, with kindness medicine, that's an opening for people. And we're it, like, I mean, as people are listening, it's that, like, if I don't have the breath and the kindness of me, with me, for me, and then all I will be is a division in the world. So yeah, kindness matters, and breathing will be pretty damn juicy, I think.
It starts with self. Like it starts with that breath of kindness with self. It's this moment of grace, like this graciousness of the moment where there's space and there's pause and there's just this level of kindness so that there's no angst. So even in the moments of facing something uncomfortable or making a big choice or decision, there's a movement now in my world that's just gracious through it and breathing in that like gentle, nurturing space.
I'm also getting an invitation, if anyone's interested, is putting your hand on the back of your occipital lobe and your heart center. And take a really deep breath and imagine your breath can infuse this space of grace and the space of safety into your brainstem. I am safe in this grace. I am safe in this place. Safe in this breath. I am safe. Safe in this place. I am safe in this grace. Safe in this breath. I'm safe in this place. Centered place of me. And infusing your brainstem with that graceful knowing of love and safety. So all your thought patterns and all your rhythms move and breathe with the space of grace of you. Just relax your hands when you feel that. And allowing that breath to move beyond your brainstem all the way down your body and all the way down into the earth. We're connected to the grace of this breathing earth. And the invitation that is coming is, how can I be that invitation today? Just by moving, like I'm visualizing my body moving through my day with the spacious grace of me, even if I'm standing in my kitchen, or as I speak, my words might move slower in my mouth. My mind might be more open to all the words in the world so they can just flow through. So much space in this grace. And this beautiful connection of the earth grace and my grace and my grace and the earth's grace playing together this day. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you, Christine. Moments of grace and the breath of kindness.
Moments of grace and breath of kindness. So with breath of kindness, imagine those words, right? From this being this, the grace of you in your day, these moments of grace. And then imagining the breath of kindness moving through you, but also through your words. So what is the breath of kindness that you want to share with your soul today? And maybe these are like I am statements, or, if, I've talked about the mirror exercise and other ways to get connected to center. But that breath of kindness, like if grace could come down and whisper a breath of kindness to you, what is your heart center, your soul, your inner you asking to hear? That maybe it's forgotten, or maybe it's just needing to be reminded of that breath of kindness. For me, when I think about the breath of kindness for me today in this moment of grace, the words that came were just over here, over my shoulder, was all in good time, Christine, all in good time. And so if I think about that as a message for my heart center soul, this all in good time, it's soul space. It's just letting the soul have the space so that everything can show up that you're asking for in good time. And it's fun and it's playful. And it's all in good time. It's all good and it's all in good time. And so how do I move through my day in good time, in good grace time? So that soul space is the place from which I create my life.
That's really beautiful.
Can we finish with a poem?
Sure.
So, yeah. So there's Mary Oliver, if you have not heard of her. A spectacular poet, deeply connected to the earth and to all things growing and flying and tweeting and croaking. And this energy of moments of grace and the breath of kindness, that's earth for me in many ways. Mother Nature knows how to do that really, really well. So perhaps this is a breath of kindness. Thank you, Mary Oliver. This is called Just a Minute, said a voice. Just a minute, said a voice in the weeds. So I stood still in the day's exquisite early morning light. And so I didn't crush with my great feet any small or unusual thing just happening to pass by, or I was passing by, on my way to the blueberry fields. And maybe it was the toad, and maybe it was the June beetle, and maybe it was the pink and tender worm who does his work without limbs or eyes and does it well. Or maybe it was the walking stick still frail and walking humbly by, looking for a tree. Or maybe, like Blake's wondrous meeting, it was the elves carrying one of their own on a rose petal coffin away into the deep grasses. After a while, the quaintest voice said, "Thank you." And then there was silence. For the rest, I would keep you wondering.
Thank you.
So it's just a minute, Mary Oliver. And that's all this is this minute of a moment of grace and the breath of kindness and infusing that into your day. Thank you.